All right, business owners, welcome back to the 44-day challenge, pushing forward into day 39, 1 day away from 40. Tomorrow's a Friday. It's going to be day 40 on a Friday. Super excited about it. But anyhow, today we're into day 39, and the book we are reviewing is Deciding to Sell Your Business, The Key to Wealth and Freedom by Ned Minor. All right, another great book. I almost am suggesting every single book, which is impossible. It takes a massive amount of time to read. Again, at the end of the 44-day challenge, I'm going to let you guys know what the top 5 books were for you to read to get you the most knowledge with the least amount of time, and also do a total review of all the major takeaways of the books that we reviewed, so you can watch one YouTube video and kind of get as much of it as you possibly can. Although I suggest these videos are usually only about 10 minutes long, so if you watch one in the morning, it'll give you a lot of knowledge with a little amount of time invested. Just watch it while you're having breakfast, kind of thing. Anyhow, I'm Scott Duke. We're inside the Wellstand studio. Of course, you know you're watching the 44-day challenge on day 39. And Ned Minor's book, one thing that it really gave, which was great, was an idea of when to sell your business. And that's what we're going to be covering today. When are you ready? When is it right to sell your business? And he has 2 things that need to be in place. 1, you need to be emotionally ready to sell your business. That takes time to get to that point. Your business right now is the biggest part of your life, and that is going to change when you sell your company. It's no longer going to be in your life. So getting to that emotional point where you're ready to sell is a key component of having a successful sale. So that's number 1. Number 2 is that you need to be able to pull enough finances out of the sale of your company to be financially independent after the sale. That is, and this is what Ned says is the best possible case scenario, is that you sell your company, the finances from that sale can then be reinvested at a reasonable rate, 4, 5, 7.5%, and you can live off of that and nothing else. So if you can achieve financial independence and you're emotionally ready to sell, now is the time to sell your company. So we're going to go to the whiteboard here. We're going to talk about this and break it down, because you may not be in that stage. You might be in another stage. We're going to cover all the stages that you can be in. And Ned talks about it in his book and did a really good job of explaining it. So here we go. When should I sell my business? All right, so these are all the potential quadrants. Well, it's not quadrants, it's a 6 block that you can be in here when you go to sell your company. So you can be emotionally ready. You can be not emotionally ready. The value of your company could already be maximized. The value of your company may not be maximized. Or you have a sale, your sale will not provide financial independence, or your company is unsellable. So obviously the whole point of doing the 44 days is to try and get you, if you're here, get you all the way over here to where your value is maximized and you're emotionally ready. So if you're in this box, then you are ready to go. You want to assemble your team. Wealth and freedom are at your door, as Ned puts it. So this is the first part, is assembling your team if you're here, and you can start the sales process. If you're emotionally ready and your value is not maximized yet, you want to call your advisory team, get the right people together, learn about the value drivers, and we've talked about value drivers throughout the 44 days. And there's a great program called Value Builder, and there's certified value builders that are coaches in that program. It's probably the best program that I've seen for getting people to the point where they have maximized their value. So you can look into that, and we'll put a link below. But either way, you're at this point, you need to learn about the value drivers, and you need to set a plan to implement those value drivers so that you can maximize the value of your company and get it to the point where you can sell it. Okay? Then maybe you're emotionally ready, but the sale will not provide financial independence. Your company isn't going to sell for what you want it to sell, or it's unsellable in its entirety. So then what you want to do, you need to grow. All right? You need to work in your company, you need to grow. And Ned suggests a great way of doing this is to acquire other companies. So bring other companies into this, the fastest way to grow. So go out there, buy another company, bring it under your fold. Then you'll have the scale that you'll be attractive, and you'll have the scale where you can now become financially independent with a sale. So that's a way to do it. Or the other way, make and save as much money as possible for retirement in your working years. Now you're basically looking at your company, if it's unsellable, as a job. Your company is providing you a salary. It's a job. If it isn't going to sell, you need to think about it just like any other employee would. And that is saving as much as you possibly can for retirement, paying yourself as much as you can out of your company in the last few years, and really always focusing on making your company more profitable. Okay? And then also what you can do, and what Ned says is, and I agree with him here, pretty much every company is sellable, but you gotta move your terms around a bit. So you may be drastically adjusting price. You may be extending the time and period that you're gonna be there training a new individual. So that may be over multiple years. You may be carrying a lot of the purchase price, doing a massive vendor take back, a good chunk of what the company would sell for. But these are ways that you can still sell your company. And basically what that now becomes is icing on the cake. So if you're thinking about your company right now and it's unsellable, at least if you get something out of it, that's icing for your retirement, okay? So now we move, so those were all the things if you're emotionally ready. Now if you're not emotionally ready, so you're watching this video and you're just getting to the point, well, I'm thinking about selling my company, I don't really know, it's so much part of my life, I don't know if I could live without it. Well, these are the things that you need to do depending on the category you're in. So if you're not emotionally ready and your value is already maximized, you have an incredible company, it's humming along, you know that it's sellable, you've had multiple people come and probably give you offers already, then what you want to do is you're probably not wanting to sell because you're not done with it. You want to reach the next level. So what you want to do is decide what that next level is for you, define your goals and the timelines to achieve those levels in your company. And then you'll have a better understanding, is this something that I actually want to move forward with? If getting that next level is going to take you 5 or 10 years, it may move you into that emotional state where you realize, no, now's the time to sell. Because the big thing you don't want to miss out here on is do not miss the market. The market's good right now for selling your company. You do not want to miss that. So just think about how long it'll take you to get the next level, what it is that why you really want to stay in your company and continue working in it. Anyhow, great spot to be. Even if you're not emotionally ready, it's still nice to know your company's value is maximized. All right? Then if you're not emotionally ready and your value is not maximized, you know somewhere down the line you're going to sell your company. So you might as well get your advisory team together, learn about the value drivers, and start maximizing the value of your company. So when you are emotionally ready, you're good to go. All right? And lastly, you're not emotionally ready and your company is not saleable or it's not going to provide you financial independence. You want to do the same stuff we talked about in this box right here. It's no different if you're not emotionally ready. You still want to take that time to get your company to the point where it is sellable, or start pulling out as much as you possibly can to get that cash into a retirement account. So these are the things, these are the places you're possibly going to be when you're thinking about selling your company, and hopefully this gives you a much greater idea and gives you more clarity of when is the right time to sell your business, when you should sell your business. Ned Minor, great book. A little bit of background on Ned. So Ned is a lawyer. He owns a law firm that specializes in business transition, and he's been doing it for over 30 years. Great information out of this book. All right, there's the cover of it again. Deciding to sell your business, the keys to wealth and freedom. Day 39 of the 44-day challenge. Again, I'm Scott Duke. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow as we click the odometer over to day 40. Looking forward to it.